Hi, welcome back. This is your tarot reading for the sign of Cancer, your sun, moon, and rising for August 2026. So let's see what your recent past is. We have the Queen of Cups. Interesting. So the Queen of Cups, again, very motherly type figure, um, very caring, very nurturing. She's a manifester, very, very simple. So the recent past, the other one thing I want to say is that there could be a health issue here, um, just based on those two almost virus-looking things. So be on the lookout for that. So I'm going to say your recent past, either you or there was someone around you, a very caring figure, um, you know, almost like a motherly like figure was prominent in your recent past. Because it's the recent past, I'm not digging into it, I'm not flipping more cards, but that seems to be an important aspect of what happened in the recent past. Okay, let's take a look at your first 2 weeks of August. Your first card there is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, the knights are always on a mission. This one here is on a mission to make money. And so you can see here his ear is completely covered, so he's not listening to anyone. And his eyes are super focused, or his eye is super focused on the goal or on the mission. So that's the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, they're very, very focused. They're slow moving, but they get things done the way they want. Next, we have the Devil. So, the devil is about, there's a few themes with the devil. So it's your first major arcana card. It is a life lesson you need to learn. So theme number one is someone that is addicted to sex, drugs, and alcohol. Theme number two is someone that is in a relationship that they're struggling to break free from. And theme number three would be the manipulation factor. So someone's manipulating you. Okay. And then lastly, we have the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles here is showing success. So money's coming in. There's like a return on investment happening. And it's also a card of giving back. So it could represent something like charity. Okay. All right. So the first 2 weeks, what are we seeing here? It's interesting. The theme, make a deal with the devil has come up twice. And this is the second time it's come up. So what I'm seeing here, again, the knight's, again, he's looking to make money. And for some reason, he's stumbling upon the devil. So he's making a deal with the devil somehow. I don't know what the issue is. So there's someone there that's going to offer a proposition. But that proposition comes with a catch. Okay, so that's where the manipulation factor comes in. So it could be another job, it could be a promotion, it could be something, but there's a catch to it. Okay. And the outcome, yeah, there is some success that is happening for sure, right? Because the devil made that somewhat promise, and it's holding true to what's actually happening. So the first 2 weeks of August, I would say stay alert. You don't always want to make a deal with the devil, right? So keep an eye open on that. Even though it brings some good fortune in, it's not a lot, it's something. Okay. All right. The last 2 weeks of August. So now you have your second major arcana card, which is the Hangman. Now, the Hangman is all about looking at things from a different perspective. So if you're always tunnel visioned, you might want to think outside the box. Or if you have a certain way, or let's say you're communicating with someone and there's a certain opinion that you have and they have a different opinion. It's time to start looking at their opinion as well, not just yours. So that's what the Hangman is really all about. Then we have the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles is interesting because there's a couple of meanings to it. Number one, conservation. So withholding your money, your time, your energy, and it's holding back your power. Basically, you're keeping it in, right? You don't want to exude anything at this moment. So you can see that the pentacles are almost forming like, to me, like a cage around the person that's sitting on a chair. Now, the person that's sitting on a chair is very, very powerful. You can see, I'll try to hold it up. They have a very regal influence. So they're there, they're in the background, they're not forward. So they're withholding everything that they have at the moment. And then lastly, we have the World. So the World is all about closing out a chapter and starting something new. You can see here, she's breaking free from the chains. So she's breaking free from something. So it could be, you might have been stuck in a certain predicament and now you're starting to break free. You're starting to take control and you're moving forward away from it. All right, the last 2 weeks, what are they saying? It's your ability now to look at things from a different perspective is allowing you to withhold and take a step back of your resources, your time, your energy, your money, right? Which is a good thing. So you're it's almost like you're doing the research. And then once you've done all of that, you're ready for a new chapter. So you're breaking free from the chains possibly that this devil has put on you, right? And you're closing out this chapter and you're going to start something new. So August is looking fairly decent for you, Cancerians. So there's 3 major arcanas. You have 3 life lessons to learn. They're karmic. So it looks like, the deal with the devil that you're making is not going to last very long, which is a good thing. You're going to break free from it and move forward. If you're looking for a personal reading, feel free to contact me. My link is in the bio. And if you find that this reading resonates, please hit the like button. Don't forget to share. And until next month, shine your light.